What's up, guys? P. Cushman here. Camera 2's going. I got the live stream going with the Fango. Got two chats. We're gonna hang out with them live streaming. So,
That's what we're supposed to do. Consensus.
Everybody out there should, not be scared to jump on this stream right now. Kick a few of us seasoned veterans of 2 months off and say hello to the world. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Plus there's like calling into the radio station.
come on.
I used to
going slow. It's going slow. Going slow.
They kind of want to go in, and that's why I even set up the phone booth thing in the beginning, because I was just like, somebody said, "Hey," line, and then in my head I'm like, yeah, I should. And all of a sudden, it just actually became really natural. Like, I don't know why I do things the way that I do them. I just do them. It's pretty honest. Like, when I say I don't have any idea what I'm doing, it's most of the time I'm just kind of like just going at things. Like, I have really no understanding of what's going on. And, my whole thing was, once I started getting trolled, I was like, okay, now's the time to show people how to, deal with trolls. Maybe in a not so healthy way, but maybe in the right way, because, you got to take, whatever somebody's bringing at you in these types of situations. Most people would crumble when they have, people like that coming at them and attacking them for shits and gigs. But, honestly, it makes you, a stronger person once you start realizing the psychology behind why people do this sort of thing, and, what they're really doing. And, I mean, it's like Crypto said this not that long ago. He just is like,
Wow, this is crazy, guys. I'm sorry, but this is so much stuff going on.
True. That's true. YouTube can be pretty sad live, just making simple points.
I'm trying to get back to the live stream. You see, it's not working really. This thing's fucking crazy.
This is just the nature of social media. A lot of people are apprehensive about, I don't want to go put my neck out there because people are going to judge me ruthlessly. It's going to be like a slaughter on me if I put myself out there. And that's actually completely wrong. It's because most of the time, if what you have to say isn't, people always find an audience somewhere, and that's kind of the thing that you take away from DeFango's stream is what a year ago you were just doing game videos, right? I mean, you weren't doing anything that involved any Jason Webbs or anything like that,
Just game videos, stuff, hacking stuff that came up every now and then. That's it.
You're still getting used to people trying to hit you up on Facebook like they've known you for a while, because you still consider that to be kind of like a personal space. And
yeah, it's just crazy. Well, I haven't even really been on Facebook that much, and it's just all these people come out of the woodwork and start at you, and you're just kind of like,
so that you can build very fast.
It's me too.
Yeah, I'm here too. I lost.
Well, it's kind of nice to hear Manny. It's kind of nice to hear Manny away from his stream and not being attacked or having to attack, and actually hearing you talk.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe that you're giving off today, and it's very nice, man. It's nice
oh, thanks. Yeah, but I usually just try to be chill most of the time. But I mean, it's like when I'm doing some of these live streams, it's like literally I sit down and I go, okay. And I collect these two, the last two that I just did are probably the best examples of what I've figured out to do. And I've just been like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is how I'm gonna do it. And then we're just gonna go one. We're gonna shoot it all through at one point, and then we're just gonna stop with it. That's it. So for some of those things, I try not to read the chat so much because I don't want to get the subject, I kind of want to focus. But like I'm trying to get back off of that. It's just like I feel like I'm still gonna have to deal with these individuals, but I have to do it in like a healthy way that's gonna actually create a just a good effect. Because like I'm trying to show people how to effectively investigate someone, put out the information in, a way where other people can actually investigate it themselves and draw their own conclusions. But at the same time, you got to be able to get it out there. So, like next week, I'm off work all next week. So I'm going to be having just kind of a lot of fun like we used to when Tangri was just hanging out, where we were just kind of sitting around and bullshitting and, just exploring because, that's all I ever do is explore the internet and show people all the ridiculous things that I found. And I'm telling you, there is so much like stuff that I've looked at over the years. It's absolutely insane, ridiculous. Like people ask me about, Robert David Steele and Mars, and I'm like, I could probably write a book on it for you. I just don't want to sound like a crazy person, but might as well just talk about it.
The jump rooms have got me a little confused, but anything's freaking possible, man. Anything's possible.
Dude, Dabu
Really? So
just put out a video about it. There's a moon base. There's a base on Mars, and it's on. What's it called? If you go to Google Mars or whatever, you can find it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Trusting Google for anything. They own this shit.
I know, right?
It's all huge corporations. But yeah, it's some weird shit in this little realm or planet or whatever the hell we're stuck on, and there's so much confusion. But it's kind of fun when you go down the rabbit hole, right? It's not being trusted for anything.
Can you hear me, guys?
Shit.
I know, right?
Hey, can you hear me?
It's all corporations. But yeah, it's some weird shit in this little realm or planet or we're stuck on. There's so much confusion.
Me again?
yeah.
Yes.
Anything.
Alright.
It's all bullshit. Yeah, it's some weird shit in this little realm or planet.
I think my live stream's still running. That's funny. I'm over here talking to you guys, and we're doing one thing, and I got my live stream going on another spot.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, can you hear my voice again? Because I got kicked off for a minute.
Can you guys hear me?
Hang on, that's
I gotta go. My thing's messed up.
Something.
My last 2 weeks, man. I've been having some problems on my end too.
Yeah, let's try this one more time. You can hear my voice right now, right? Clearly.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, because like I got like kicked off like 3 times, so I'm not really sure what happened with that, but I fixed it, I think. All right, thank you guys. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going.
Oh, Defango, I just wanted to ask a question about Robert David Steele. The other day when he was on AJ and he said that about the artists, I don't know, I just really got. I don't know, did he know that it was inappropriate, do you think? Like, did he know, do you think he knew that it was going to cause so much controversy?
Yeah, but he likes to talk sometimes. I should probably give you guys a little information about that interview. So, dudes, that's just it. All those questions that I asked him, he sent those to me. So I was just reading his questions and, going off of it or whatever. And, like, he's been kind of like, really, really adamant about, like, on the channel and stuff like that. I'm like, look, bro, this is my channel. If you want to control shit, you do it on your channel. And I was like, you've said some pretty ridiculous shit. I think that you can do really well. And I was like, but I think that, and it just seems like, he's like there. So I'm like, okay, I let him, give me questions to ask him, and then I rewrote them and formulated them into a kind of a better scene. But at the same time, it's like, I see what he does and how he's been operating. So it, like with David Seaman too, like I sent David Seaman all the questions that I was going to ask him. Was straight up front. I'm not going to go off book, about something that's up to you. But this is how I'm going to come at you. Because
Sorry,
I
guys.
don't want them back. With Robert David Steele, I know I'm going to have him on again, and we're going to definitely talk some more. And I do trust some of the things that he says, and there's folks that are in our periphery that, like that I work with that really seem to like him. I'm still kind of on the fence a little bit. There's more that I need to talk to the guy in person. I mean, I won't really make a definitive decision on any individual ever until I actually meet them in person. And that's kind of why I wanted to meet Nathan, is because I just wanted to cut to the bullshit and be like, all right, who are you? Let me read you.
We gotta know that if you're slamming agendas on 18, chances are you're not gonna be telling them the same truth. Not
Yeah.
It's the gateway of making shit.
Think it's a good dab.
It's like you get past that shit. It's never less.
At this point now, we want to make sure that when it hits you,
I'm doing a dab.
They're obviously pushing us in certain direction.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. Stay on this channel. There's no censorship here.
YouTube.
Like LTV chat, just kidding.
Hell no. No.
I used to like told people that it's okay to call me an a-hole or whatever, and then they unmodded me.
You know, my honest opinion about that is, I DJ in clubs, right? And this one particular club that I DJ in a couple times a year, this one manager, she won't let me play any music that has curse words in it. And I'm thinking, like, don't you have to be 21 to get in here? I mean, like, aren't we beyond the realm of magic that words, like, I mean, that's how I honestly feel about it. So I don't get offended when people even want to talk like that. I mean, that's just who you are. If they're not being used negatively towards someone else, you can't really get offended by language. I got weird names. It's fucking funny, so.
Didn't PayPal try.
We're all trying. Yeah, I mean, like,
So am I.
the good thing about all these channels is, like I said, we have a chance now to come around. And I know you said you used to be a mod in Nathan's room. To credit where it's due. When I'm in LTV's room, Shoni and all these other mods, like especially Richard Clark, because he doesn't like some of my disagreements. Times easily kicking me, they kick me out, everything else like that, but they never do.
Richard isn't total black. I'm Zach. I always got really good vibes from Richard. Really knows him.
Yeah.
He always seems really interesting.
And that's like, I don't agree with most of what Nathan says.
Well, I'm trying to do both these things at the same time. It's
We're
crazy.
gonna try to carry over to the Bengals room. If you notice
So I'm going back and forth.
to Manny, he has thick skin, and this stuff actually hits him back versus whatever else like that. But I'm not going to ban someone because they say, Defango, I think you're suck, because with one of the world's
Let's try and record with this one. What the fuck? Damn, nothing is supposed to roll right away. I guess I might as well kill you because this thing's a little. No, I'm gonna keep it going hard. Fuck it, you guys getting background. Get me a feel there. You see what I had to go through, all this shit. Yeah, my computer's crashing. The battery got low. And plug it in. When it does that, overheats. So I gotta kill it. But I want to get the chats up. If I can get my chats up and still get it where it's charging, the chats are not that much power. YouTube and Hangouts and live streaming take up all the power. Okay, so I gotta figure out why. Yeah, it's killing it. Trying to figure out why it's not sending, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. I can put that there, and that way won't stop from rolling. Boom. Yep. Alright, I gotta kill it. Like I said, I was hoping to bring up the other chat, but I can't. Let's kill this. Die. Die. Oh, and that's still publishing too. That's why also, see? My video, 5-minute video. I don't know why I stopped recording. It was just, this is too much shit. Just way too much stuff going on. wonder if I should plug that one if they can hear me or not. I'm gonna do it anyways. I know they can't hear me, but. Do the chat. I don't know what's going on here. These people are fucking nuts. Ah. The fuck was that? Well, let's let this load a little bit and see, make this a little bigger. Get to the chopper. No chopper, but I'll get to the. Record this one. I gotta cue myself. We mean countdown, right? And 5, 4, 3. God damn, I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I was like, fuck. And 5, 3. How's it going, everybody? Anthony P. Cushman here. Anthony C, but call me P. Cushman. And Xenon goes, why? I get so dark. It got. Is it 12 o'clock? Okay, that's fine. My brightness is down because I'll see. Okay, good. And you can't see that. That's cool. I'm trying to get this so that way you can see my. Alright, let's kill this. Let's kill this. Let's kill this. And let's bring it over a little. Just. Alright, now you can see the day I was going to have to go in and now. Waiting for this to be published.
else out too.
That's right, the Fango. Maybe they need. Someone like you.
And just everybody needs a little. So it helps sometimes.
Like you haven't got enough on your plate, but you. Alright, here we go. We'll just put that on as well.
Yeah. I just, and eventually people are going to start realizing that we need to, how do you say, work together. Where other people will sit there in the wings, and it's like, sometimes I can't do something. But if I show you how to do it, which is what I've been trying to teach people, that's what I'm doing, is teaching people, we can get a lot more stuff done.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mic cut out. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, I think that's a lot of people to be interested in finding it. Definitely. I mean, everybody's always been more of what you can do. I mean, just teaching people a little bit of what you thought would be amazing. And they could really help us take pressure on you.
That's something to see. I'm sure in a couple more months, the Army will be trained and prepared. So when, what do they call that? Disclosure happens and the fleet comes in, we'll just be like ready for it. Everybody will be like, damn, you know exactly what to do. Hopefully, I know. It's like a beautiful plane. Spoilers.
Yeah, freak me out a bit.
I just said, but I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's history like that. Remember, I'm like a, what's it called? Remember, I'm a fifth dimensional being. I exist in all space time, except for it doesn't mean that you're talking to the same me every time you're looking at me. I can be future me, and you'd have no idea because it was the same.
Great.
That's a good point.
I need to get some of that shit.
How do you? Now
You've got like a little hadron collider in your basement that you take off and go to the future and go to the past and fix a few things.
not really. Well, you can't really fix anything. I mean, you can't change things. You can only exist in abundance of different possibilities. If you think about it, like everything's gonna happen to you. So like I've died before.
Yeah.
When you die, you just shift on to the next reality. It's not like there's anything different. I know some people have some qualms about that, but like I've definitely died at least twice or whatever. I wake up and I'm just fine. It's either A, there's something going on with that, or it's weird one.
So you're saying you needed to be in a different dimension, do you think? Or are you saying that was just a random thing and you ended up in a different dimension?
Oh, I don't know, but that's the problem. It's like, my first memory is when I was a kid. After I pretty much getting this rock dropped on my head, that's all I really remember. I don't remember anything else besides that. So,
How old were you when you had that memory?
7. So it's an interesting experience.
Holy shit, there's that Matrix.
And after that, you said that after that, the thing that got in your head, after that was when you really, made it better. Is that what you were saying?
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't have any determination on that one because I don't technically know what I was like. My dad will sometimes be like, "Do you remember this when I was a kid?" And I'm like, "No," because I don't have any memories from before that, period. So it's like after that, I just kind of was doing my own thing. My parents would show me videos, they showed me videos of me as a kid, and I'm just like, okay, it's like rocker and shit. But after, and it's weird, because trauma or head damage like that's supposed to affect people in a certain way. I guess, it wasn't something that a lot of people would look at, but when I was going through this whole ordeal, I just kind of thought it was like regular life, and then I started investigating things on the internet about programs like CE, curriculum enrichment, the GATE program, all these different things, and then I'm in the program, and as I'm in the program, I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm just kind of like, okay, what the fuck? What the shit? So it became this really weird experience for me because I would always have to go to this guy every day, sit with him every single day, for at least an hour a day. And then they would take us on field trips and shit like that to go to marine biology aquariums and rocket places to learn about things. And then there was always a test, just shitloads of tests. And I'd always pass all the tests, but then they would just be like, "This is not even fucking right. You were sitting there for 5 minutes. That doesn't make any sense." And I'm just like, "Oh, I just did the test, but you got all the questions right." And I'm just like, I don't fucking know what to tell you guys. I just did the ones that sound right, whatever, get off my back, Chief. And I guess I would always be like it's always been like that. But the thing that always the thing that never really put me off, and it was when I was right before I started working for, or working for, where I volunteered for the Obama campaign, in 2007 was right after I'd had I'd just kind of been in a bad low spot in my life. I really didn't even know what the fuck I was doing or whatever. So I just kind of made a decision to change or whatever. And I started kind of looking more into that thing, I kind of put it away, stopped looking at it, and then I started investigating it.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna stop recording both of you guys. That was good shit. This background.
This is